Hello. Sorry about the way I was a bit late with setting up some things. Hello. We're back with more Stanley Parable, and this should be the last stream until 10 years. Because there is an achievement where you open the game again after 10 years, which I'm hoping to get. Let me check if the audio is good. Okay. Looks like that's good. Also, with this stream today, it's gonna be a lot of closing and reopening the game for the times keeper here. Wait. Hold on a second. What? Last time you also said the time was exactly 12:04 p.m. Did I? How is that even possible? That is a complete coincidence, if it is, if I did. The odds are, let me see. 1,440 to 1. Either you're messing with me, or this is an incredible coincidence. It actually is a coincidence. What the fuck? Is 12:04 p.m. the exact moment in the day when you decide it's time to play video games? 12:04 rolls around and wahoo! Video game time! I mean, kind of. Or is it specifically the time at which you like to play the Stanley Parable? Regardless of the specifics, it's an incredible example of effective scheduling. I did not mean to do that. Oh my god. I mean, it's kinda accurate. I mean, this is the time I go live, but also, holy shit. Excuse me, I'm getting a little bit lost in the weeds here. Come on, get out of here and just play the game already. But I'm looking forward to see you again at 12:04 p.m. Please come back soon. I wonder what happens if I, Oh, I realized this while, I was watching the VOD yesterday. There is a brightness setting, I think. Probably. I just didn't scroll? Or is there not? I just realized that there is a, there is a, scrolling thing. Anyway, yeah, today we're gonna be finishing things up. Or just getting what we didn't get yesterday. Or not yesterday, last stream. Last stream, the Stanley Parable stream. But before we do fully get into it, there is something I want to try. Sorry. There is something I want to... Welcome back. Now, I need to spell this correctly. Hold on. Let me actually see if I can pull it up so I can make sure I spell it correctly. 1 second. Go on to the video. There's something I want to try. Where is it? AEL, okay. Unless that's just in the first game. No? Okay. There was something I wanted to try. I was looking through some, like,
all of his co-workers were gone.
announcements.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I was
No
going
matter
through...
how hard Stanley looked,
Can
he
you let
couldn't
me
find
talk?
a trace of his co-workers.
Jesus. What I'm trying to say is that, the other day, or yesterday, I was looking through some like launch trailers of Ultra Deluxe and stuff, and I found the Raphael trailer. And I saw in the comments that you could, if you typed it in the game, it would like pull up something, but I think that's just in the original. Okay, I think a lot of this is gonna be bucket eggs.
The embrace of an old friend, a weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
Ah, damn it, I really should have counted the endings that we had gotten, or I kept track while I was looking through the VOD yesterday, because I know we didn't do freedom ending with the bucket. I do know that.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Oh man, it's so hard to remember like which endings I have and haven't done with the bucket. I have a feeling this wasn't the right way. I don't think I should have gone this way. Ah, I can't remember. I can't remember. What happens if I go in here again?
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours. But alas, no stickers.
Oh no. Hey there. Hello. It's so... I don't think I should have gone this way. I can't remember where we haven't gone.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay, this is Insanity with Bucket. Ugh. I can't remember what endings I've done. You know what? I think... Yeah, I did that. Okay. You know what? I think what I'll do is we'll do Countdown with Bucket. I think. Maybe. Perhaps. Or we could... No, not yet. Or what if I do... Wait, what? Wasn't I usually able to open this? Wait, why can't... Aren't I supposed to be able to go in here? Damn. Yeah, let's do Countdown with,
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Yeah. Did I? Yes, I did. Okay. I really should have kept track when I was watching the VOD. Oh man. Okay. Let's do Countdown.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Yes, it will.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
We haven't done this with the bucket yet.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Ooh.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I think, yeah, I'm gonna have to with the bucket at some point. Right now, I'm trying to get as much of the bucket version endings as I can.
At this
from
point,
what I can
Stanley
remember.
and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
It's just, I'm having trouble remembering because we did so many endings before. And I can't remember which ones we have or haven't done with the bucket. Or without the bucket. Oh, my legs! Oh, no.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be.
Damn.
To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Bye-bye. Curator, save me!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end as it was crushed violently to death.
No, bucket! Ow.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket.
What about
It's
me,
true
though?
that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest.
Oh, I don't have it anymore.
It was a glorious bucket to behold.
I don't have it. The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within, a cavernous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye to and continue to live as you were, in ignorance and darkness? Now I'm going to spend another 10 minutes in here.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see
that
the
mine?
hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Hey, what the fuck? Can I have that back? Buckets. 25 buckets. A photograph of 25 buckets, the greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of this euphoria from exposure to this many buckets at once. How is this 25? I don't think there's much to read in here this time. Ah, okay. How is this considered 25? Is it like every 100 buckets is considered as one? Because this is not 25. A bucket with 2 handles. Can I read that? It looks upside down. No, I can't read that. This bucket is depicted as having 2 handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. I like to think that the curator likes the bucket even more than both Stanley and the narrator combined. Infernal Bucket, a replica of the Infernal Bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died. And yet, in spite of it all, the simple fact remains, no one can control a bucket. The stress bucket, an analogy. Worrying, negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of reassurance, vulnerability, size and strength of the bucket. Coping strategies, holes. Stress, the level of water. Stress equals the level of water in the bucket. Rest and relaxation, doing something you enjoy. Rest and relaxation, the stress bucket, presented without commentary. Oh my god. Holy shit. Cave drawing. While we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind, we do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures. Even the fucking deer are using them. No way. It's a music. Is it saying Gambarata? Oh my god, it is! What the fuck? It's saying Gambarata. That's so cool. Dude, the lore.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
I mean, I guess technically we did in history. Kind of. The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance inevitably is for our own good. Gimme. What does that mean? Gambarata? It's like a being thing that the bucket took like treasures from in the in the ending where we stab the bucket. It mentions like how it stole like treasures from like an evil monster thingy, and in the the tapes with the bucket, the Australian guy, like Gambarata like sees like I don't know. Gambarata is like a thing with the bucket's lore or something. I don't fully know yet.
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and
What if I actually leave? What if I reset? No.
If only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision for...
Well then. Why is it taking so long? There we go. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, I do remember what I want to do next.
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things.
Perhaps. Oh, wait, no, I didn't want to... Oh, wait, if I do... I can't do that one. That was by pure instinct. Oh, I know.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No, I didn't.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
What? Okay, let's see. Oh, but what if... Whee!
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
Okay. Don't grab it this time. I need
All
to
of
do
his
something.
co-workers were gone.
Keep forgetting.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, I need to stop, like, instinctively grabbing
When
the
Stanley
buckets.
came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Tell me
Wow.
about
Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous,
I guess the
gorgeous
progression
room.
was
Thank
set up.
goodness Stanley had taken this
Yeah.
detour, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, I don't think we did.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's
Yeah,
incredible
yeah.
he wasn't fired years ago.
I don't think I did this without the bucket. Oh, there we go.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So.
Narrator sound system.
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a
No.
silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the
Sometimes
couch in
it's
pure
done
shock
really
at
well.
the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you.
Sometimes
Life
it's done
being
incredibly
an
well.
unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do.
Never doubt
Now
the
I've become
narrator.
sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
What the fuck? Okay. Jesus, that was quick. So far, the ones I've done have been so short. Oh man. Oh yeah, you can. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What happens if I do...
Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed.
I don't think being stuck in an infinite parable is...
Stanley clutched the bucket
Hello there.
tightly to his chest and entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting
there.
room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the
No.
bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Oh there.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Ah.
Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
I ain't
Stanley
gonna
did
do
not
it.
question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
No, I didn't. Have you seen the octopus game? Octodad? The Deadliest Catch? If so, yes. Oh, I should play that one day. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere. This doesn't feel...
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a
Oh.
sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point."
What?
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is
Oh,
a bucket
here it is,
and what
okay.
isn't a bucket?
This
I
is a
suppose
bucket.
that
You
would
put it on
explain
the
a lot about your
sticker.
behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it.
But the sticker
This
was meant to prove
misunderstanding
it.
could have dire consequences
What do
on the
you mean?
entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Darwin's Paradox, and be pointing at my screen, shouting Stanley Parable reference. Darwin's Paradox? I've never heard of that. But the
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple
Okay.
enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin. Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Yes.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket.
Oh, fuck
not an
you.
actual bucket. Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Yes, it has physics of whenever it stopped. This is a bucket. What?
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a
fuck am
bucket,
I
not an
supposed to
actual
tell?
bucket.
How the fuck?
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
No. God
Incorrect.
damn.
This is a bucket.
Oh my god. Bro.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Sure. Okay.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor.
You got me
It's an enormous
hallucinating.
machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Bastard.
Is this a bucket?
No.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
What the fuck? Fuck you then. I'm not even. Fine. I'll deviate from the obvious. No,
Item
this is
6. Is this a bucket?
not. No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What? What? Bucket, help me.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Yes.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a
What the
bucket
fuck do you-
when we
don't you
both
see
clearly
the
know that a
fucking
bucket
writing
is
instructions?
something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless,
there
in your
actually a
twisted mind,
bucket in
have
there?
you
I'm gonna
somehow
lose my
convinced
mind.
yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
If there was, oh my god, if there was a bucket in that tractor, I'm going to lose my mind. Nothing is a bucket. Everything.
You know what? I'm too confused to even
Yeah.
sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere
ones
moments
with
ago
the
I could answer
sticker.
these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Oh god!
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with.
You're a
I'm
bucket.
afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship
Why?
apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
What do you mean?
Okay, here we go.
Wait, there was indeed a bucket on the second tractor.
What
Fuck
happened?
off!
Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
Oh god.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket. Oh my god, I had no idea.
But that means you aren't a bucket.
Except
Yeah.
me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now.
Oh my
It's
God, what are they
delightful to get
doing?
some clarity on that issue. But
Oh,
it
I
doesn't
know what
change
they're
the
doing.
fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person?
Oh my god.
All right, here we go.
Sorry, we're building a chicken coop and it's being really loud. If you hear a soul at what it is. Okay, I do not remember if that was how you got that ending. Oof. What endings? I guess I could do Countdown and Freedom with the bucket. Oh, it's so hard to remember.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply... It takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded onward.
What could I do? How about the speedrun end? Oh, I could do that. Okay, looks like it doesn't matter with the bucket. Well, I don't think I can do the speedrun anymore. I think I've already wasted too much time.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yeah, let's do Countdown with bucket. I think the next run we could do speedrun. I still need to get the last figurine, but
Coming to a
that's something I'm
staircase,
gonna do
Stanley
later.
and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Oh, now it opens. Very strange. It just wasn't... Okay. That was weird. Let's see if anything changes. Step 2. Like those miracles. Oh yeah, there's a phone. There's a phone end with the bucket where you unplug the phone. I was thinking of doing that, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop fucking around. We probably heard that damn elevator music too much on this channel. Yeah, let's do Countdown.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I was seeing if there was anything different with the bucket. What's the elevator?
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Getting bored now.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
A little late, but you know it would have been epic if the thumbnail of the stream was the Stanley PNG holding a controller. Damn it! I should have done that! Oh, I put so much effort into this thumbnail! I should have done that! Oh my god! I'll do it again. I'll do it in 10
Was
years.
Was the bucket under the mind
do it in
control
the 10-year
facility's
stream.
influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
You know what? That'll be the thumb.
He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
You know what? That's what I'll do. I'll do that with the video
But here was
compilation.
The proof. The heart of the operation.
Streams,
Controls
like the,
labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Whoosh! Top the morning to your laddies! My name's Jackson! Anyway, so, okay, we'll do that. I'll make the thumbnail for the video compilation of this, like a condensed down video of this playthrough. That's what I'll make the thumbnail. Boom. I'll be able to do it. Anyway, it took me so long to finish that sentence.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Sure.
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
How dare you,
Stanley
bucket!
gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
Oh!
Birds. Silly, silly birds.
Birds!
The control buttons became active again.
Holy shit, it's birds!
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery.
Oh my god, I've never seen that before.
Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best.
Ooh, what's that one?
And Stanley was happy.
Ooh, there's a pelican. I was no! Right as I got to to the owls. No. Filthy animals. How fucking dare you? Okay,
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
that's why I've got the Timeskeeper. Was that a dinosaur? I don't know. They probably were alive during the no. Okay, wait. Freedom? Freedom ending? Or let's do phone before I forget.
Stanley cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace, protective yet delicate, assertive yet compassionate. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Oh, I thought
But
we could
Stanley
do
had
speed
felt
run.
the bucket
Whatever.
calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Nope.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
So 10 years achievement. We'll get that in 10 years. The main goal: keep streaming for 10 years so that you can get the achievement live.
Now pick
Now
up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home where we can go about life together.
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
Ha ha ha!
Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it, but there isn't
Yeah,
exactly an
exactly.
instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is.
Oh god.
It's sitting right here.
Oh no
Let's
no
take
no
a
no,
look.
not another video. Please no. No.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes.
Wow.
Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh,
God, that's
in all
such a
likelihood,
creepy
you did
visual.
it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body.
It's like
These
a
are
knee
the
slapper. It's
optimal
like, ah!
conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the
just tried to
specific
pause
times
it.
at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor.
I tried to pause
Speak
it to
the
read
entire
all
joke
that.
in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary.
Within
When the
18
joke has
seconds.
concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm dunny with the funny" now.
I'm done you with the funny. I'm done you with the
This
funny.
saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy.
God, he looks
Finally,
cross-eyed.
it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how
Data.
rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian.
An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, with each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence, and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
I thought you were trying to make a serious work of art. Funny. This is so stupid. Oh, why are these here still?
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery.
Oh
You'll be in
God.
stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we have the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
I love how this is like him trying to be funny, even though he is already fucking hilarious. I'm Danny with the fun. Oh, I'm Danny with the funny. And step 4.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
But wouldn't it be extremely funny if I went to the right? Oh. What happened here? Whoa, 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 whoa. What the fuck? Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Wait, what? What happened? Did it? Am I stuck? Narrator! Did it close before I fully went into the room? Oh god. Am I gonna have to reset and watch the video again? Is this supposed to happen? It always flickers. I think I have to reset. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Okay. That's fucking crazy.
All of his co-workers were gone. What? Stanley's bucket. The only co-worker he would ever truly need.
I broke it. Oh my
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here
God
it was.
damn it, I'm gonna
Had
have to
the
watch
bucket
the
turned out
video
to be
again.
correct? Was no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
God damn it.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley
God
did not
damn it.
question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had
You were
spoken
too
to
funny,
him,
the game's
and he
so
unthinkingly did whatever the bucket
I'm
asked.
Danny with the funny! Oh my god. It's a good thing Cora isn't here right now. She'd fucking hate me at the
In
moment.
here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Okay.
Now pick up the phone.
Whoa! Hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk.
It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is.
Oh my god.
It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
Oh my god. Of
What
course I
is
fucking
comedic
soft locked
timing?
the game.
What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them
Why are
in
they
a
the
room of no
Simpsons?
more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps
Stanley
complete,
is a scarf
it's
ride
time to
after
begin the
watching this
humor.
Twice in 10 minutes.
Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary.
I still have it.
When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is
I played
over
this
by
game for 30
declaring in
hours
your
and it was
loudest
perfectly
possible
fine. Buster
voice,
broke the game twice.
I'm
Now it's
Dunny
6 hours.
with the funny. Let's practice screaming, I'm Dunny with the funny now.
I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally,
I think I've
it's
hit
time
the
to hand
pinnacle
out
of comedy.
surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times.
Get me out!
Just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random.
Stanley's watching.
And
this
that's all there is. With these
I've already
strategies
gone
at
through
your
this.
disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all.
Oh my god, he's
Just
back.
remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to
I need
fight the
my helmet.
12-legged invader who threaten our very existence and who very
shit.
likely
No,
die
no.
in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause,
I need to put
just
on
as
my
our
helmet.
children
Hold on.
must do after us, and their
There you
children
go.
after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
I'm off to war.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then.
Okay.
So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Okay. Let's try this again. I swear to God. If I break it again, I'm just gonna do it correctly.
I can feel it.
Swear to God.
This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say?
I
How
already
ridiculous.
am.
How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now.
Oh my
Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Oh my God. Wait, what if I do Zending with the bucket? How do I do Zending again? I forget. Is it... Oh, fuck, I don't remember. I'll remember later. Okay. Let's do this right this time. Oh my God. I think it was... Yeah, I think it was here. Or kind of. Well, okay.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Okay. Totally. I'm just gonna keep going. No hesitation. Go.
What?
Okay.
We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors
Oh my God, I've
room.
completely
What an
gaslighted
egregious
him.
mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp.
You have no idea how fucking funny you are.
I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional
Don't make me.
video again.
Please don't make me do it.
Yes, surely that will help me improve my...
Wait, what?
Here we go.
Oh.
You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Yes, I will.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right,
Oh my
leading
God.
back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on.
God.
All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Oh my God.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not... Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket?
Container.
Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
Oh. I was gonna say something. I forget. What was I gonna do? Freedom.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
right, I was gonna
decided to
try
go
and
to the
do
meeting room.
Zen
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
with the bucket.
Is Stanley, without the bucket, really Stanley at all? No.
Not really, actually.
No, surely not.
It's kind of a part of his identity now. Okay, if I remember correctly.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting
Unless I
room.
did this already.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
No.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Is it...
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Is it like...
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Is it like this? Maybe... I can't fully remember. I think... Or is this just... No. How do you get to Zending again? The end is never the end is never the end is never the end. My favorite part. The favorite part's the loading screens. Fuck, how do I get to Zending again? Oh my god, I've completely forgotten. Is it... No, that's insanity.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay, I guess we're doing freedom now.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I'm gonna have to look back at my VOD. I can't remember.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves. The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Trying to find this ending.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control, never! He
Stanley
squeezed the
cannot be
bucket
shocked.
tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Sorry, I'm trying to find Zending in my VOD. Sorry, 1 second. Where is it? Okay, hold on. Let me stop getting off track.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley
believe
decided
whenever
that
you're
this
AFK,
machinery
Stanley is
would
passed
never
out.
again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls
we
for good.
are, if I
Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Uh-huh. Oh my god. I know I did Zending. I know I did. I just keep trying to find when. What the Okay, is it before? I'm trying to remember when I did it. Or that's skip. So new content stuff. Room closets plugged off, memory zone. Content. Conference. Fucking around. Elevator. Oh, okay. How did I get this? Oh! Oh, okay, I can't get Zending with... My bad.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
That actually sounds
True,
like fun.
it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to...
Wait, what?
What? Wait. What was happening?
Eh?
Why had the door stopped?
What?
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed?
Let me out!
An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
What?
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming
No,
presence
this is
of the
mine!
bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place, not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it.
No!
Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now.
But how do I know
he
if
was
I have
about
the
to find
bucket?
out.
Okay. Okay, so I can't do Zending, because that is the red and blue door, which is no buckets passed. Okay. What to do now? Fuck, man. I can't remember what I have and haven't done. Man, I really should have been counting. Can't do... Maybe it's time I start messing with the Times Keeper. Somehow...
All of his co-workers were gone.
Back
What could
to
it
the
mean? Stanley decided to
Stanley
go to the
Parable
meeting
2
room.
stuff.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
with the buckets. Somehow, and I don't remember how. pressing the button for 4 hours is always an option? Fuck no. I don't even remember how you get there. Maybe... There's somehow you can get back to the Stanley Parable 2, like, expo showroom with the buckets. But I don't remember how.
As Stanley lifted his bucket, he felt a connection to all buckets everywhere. This adventure, he decided, was for all of them.
Is it this room? Oh! Oh my god. That scared me. Oh, it's this room again. You get to there if you open the epilogue. Oh! Yeah, okay. In that case... No way, Jose. No way, Jose. No way. No how. In that case, is there anything else I want to do at the mall? How do you get the game's ending again? It's something about going... No, that's confusion. What happens if you do games ending with the bucket? Which is...
Stanley clutched the bucket
Games
tightly to his
is-
chest and entered the door on his left.
I can't remember. How did I get games ending again? It was... Oh, it was blue door. God damn it, I can't do either of those. Okay. Okay, I think it's time we fuck around with the Timeskeeper. If I do this, I think it'll just be a black screen. So this is gonna be the point where I'm gonna have to start closing the game a shit ton. Closing and reopening the game. Okay, that's good. Oh, this is gonna be weird. I'm gonna disappear for a second. Will I reopen this? Oh, whoa. What? Oh, uh-oh. Sorry. Something. Hold on. Sorry. So there is a slight problem. I cannot move my mouse. I cannot move my mouse. Shit. Oh my god, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do? How the fuck did I get... Oh my god. This is so scoffed. Oh no. Like, you can close the game and open it. How the fuck did you get to that? I cannot move my mouse. I can't even, like, close... I can't, like, close the game. I need it... Isn't there, like, a keybind for closing stuff? What was it? What if I do this? Shit. Okay. I'm gonna have to, like, disconnect stream for a second. I think, or... Okay, did that work? Are we good now? Okay. Now, let's try that again. Oh my god. Okay, my mouse is working. I just need to disappear. Okay, let's not... So, what I tried to go back to OBS as soon as I could, but I think I need to... Okay. Now, will this work? Okay, I think we're good. Woo! Okay. I think we're good now. Oh my god. Bro, lost the mouse icon. Okay. Oh, the mouse isn't on the screen? That's not too much of a problem. I'll put it to the actual time at the moment, for me at least. Wait, what's going on? What happened to the 12:04 p.m. routine? I'm sorry. Are you not doing that anymore? Did you forget about your routine of only playing games at 12:04 p.m.? This is a type of bullshit only Vesta could pull. I don't know how I did that, but I'm just glad I could fix it. Or just spicing things up a bit, trying out a new time. Oh yeah, for a bit of context, coincidentally, both the times I had opened the game, I had set the time to what the time actually was, 12:04 p.m. That is a complete coincidence, and it's like a different thing of dialogue now. Maybe 12:04 p.m. was starting to feel stale. Maybe you wanted to take a walk on the wild side and try playing games at 1:20 p.m. for a change. Tell you what, let's use another slider to find out. What is your reason for playing at a different time? Experimenting? That's like the third time something got fucked up today. It's only the second time today. There was the glitch in the first Stanley Parable stream. You know, can I just say, regardless of why you're playing at a different time than usual, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip a couple new ones up. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. This is gonna be really annoying. But, yeah, we're just gonna fuck around with, what's it called? We're gonna fuck around with the timeskeeper bit. Although, should I grab the last Stanlerine? Not yet. This is gonna be really bad, like, gameplay, but it's kind of like the only stuff we can really do right now. I'm gonna have to keep disappearing, by the way. I'm used to it, I play Undertale. Fair. I'm gonna have to keep disappearing Vesta. The disappearance of Hatsune Vesta. Ugh. You know what? Oh. I have an idea. Since I keep disappearing. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Isn't this my brightness settings? Please adjust the slider until the dog and cat are friends. This is so dumb. Yay! Please adjust the slider. Please adjust the slider until the number 5 becomes the number 9. Oh, what are the other ones? 9. Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Oh. Which of the 2 made-up words below is most... Oh, my mouse! That was weird. No, Vesta, you will create a new species like that. Which of the 2 made-up words below is most appealing to you? Occuboy. Occuboinkle or Scrumtush. I like Occuboinkle. Please don't adjust the slider. Okay. Do you know what time it is right now? Yes. Is the time that it is right now the correct time? I get. Yeah? What is time anyway? No. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yeah, an awful lot. Help. Yeah. Will you come back to visit me? That's all I'm gonna be doing for the next 20 minutes. I wasn't planning on like stretching out this whole fucked up Stanley thing bit for so long, but I don't want to keep pulling up Vesta, so we're just gonna have Stanley for a bit. Is it on here yet? No, I don't think so. We're just gonna keep doing this, I'm afraid. Oh yeah. What time is it? The only expression needed right now, TBH. Does anyone really, truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all the game's settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? It's just what I like to do. Excuse me, like a day job. And now, the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. And I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. Neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time. But that's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? Maybe that's the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There is still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again, if you can find me. Talk soon. Now, I don't know if you can find them in the game. Gotta love that character development. I don't know if you can find them in the game. Okay. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm taking Stanley away. You're stuck with me again. Okay, yes, that's still working. Good. I don't know. I think you can find them in the game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, this is 14. No! Yeah, bro, it's the secret main character of the game. Now I'm thinking about it. Let me look at the game's achievements and see what I haven't done. Although I guess there is the speedrun one. Okay. You can, I think? I don't think I can do the speedrun at the mo, but... Okay, I'm just gonna look around and try and find them. Is this them? No. I'm gonna try find them. This does not make sense. No!
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
I wonder
he
if I
entered the
can
door
still
on
get
his
the
left.
speedrun achievement. Probably not, but... Or should I try and grab the last figurine? I know where it is. Wait, which one did I not get? Oh, I do remember.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
They're not here.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Maybe the screen's room?
2845.
Maybe!
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Come on. There you go.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway. Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself.
It is
to
kind of
question the
ironic how
nature
much
of
I've
his
been
job.
breaking this game.
Why did he feel this now, when for years
Like,
it
so
had
much
never
weird shit
occurred
has
to
been
him?
happening considering,
This
like,
question
the
would
liminal
not
space
go
and vibe
unanswered
of
for
it.
long.
On
Stanley walked straight
purpose.
ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Almost broke my own computer. There are a couple of monitors in here.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place
Didn't mean
hold?
to hit that.
Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
No, it doesn't look like it. These aren't computers. What am I doing? Or maybe it's
Now
the
the monitors
countdown
jumped to
room?
life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Employee observation protocol. Protocol. Please, wait, hold on. In spite of adherence to Protocol 2A and Protocol 2B, an employee leaves the office during work hours and a system loop has failed, you must terminate. 2D. Please note that employee 432 is a test case. While the need for Protocol 2A may seem unlikely, Procedure 2A to 2C need not apply. In the event of 432 attempting to leave the office, contact supervisor, then contact 4325 prize pool. Wait. Oh. 1A. If an employee begins exhibiting unscheduled emotions, immediately contact supervisor. 1B. Please note that... Oh. If Okay, wait, hold on. Please note that employee 432 is a test case. Procedure 1A need not apply. If an employee attempts to leave the office via any non-scheduled means, e.g. window, vehicle, unsafe door, set employee status to default, then back to their previous mode. If attempts to leave persist, contact supervisor. If despite adherence to protocol 2A, an employee somehow manages to leave the office during work hours, you must initiate lockdown procedure for that section immediately and without delay. This will create a temporary loop in system architecture that must then be closed by your immediate superior. If, despite adherence, and the system loop has failed, you must terminate. 2D. Please note that 432 2A may seem unlikely. Need not apply. If a monitoring screen fails to initialize contact maintenance, and temporarily switch control over to desk screen. In case of a Class 4 event, close system gates and consult with supervisor. In the case of a Class 3 event, close system gates and consult with supervisor. Prime your consoles for info dump. The lore! Is this new? Test case. Okay. I can't read that. I got very distracted. What?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Maybe
But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Yeah,
For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Also, I'm totally not getting the speedrun achievement at the moment. I'll get it after this run so I don't keep forgetting. We'll just do freedom. Oh my god, I always forget how loud that is.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
We answered that question.
How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
Technically,
What
that question.
other mysteries did this strange building hold?
Kind of.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Let me out. Ugh.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation,
So that
the
rock is
immense
so
possibility
untextured.
of the new path before him. This was exactly the way right now that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Okay, it's time to fucking book it. Let's get the speedrun achievement. And actually, I'm gonna have a. Oh wait, no. If I grab the bucket, okay. I thought at first to grab the bucket.
All
so
of his
that,
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
He would let me do
Stanley
the code
decided
quickly,
to go to the
but
meeting
then
room.
I realized
Perhaps
that
he had
changed
simply
the
missed a
ending,
memo.
and I can't do that, so we're just gonna book it. Why is the music different? This is different music, right? I'm not losing it? Oh, there's the input thing. This is different music. Hold on a second.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
The game knows. Yeah, what the fuck? This is different music. Okay. That's so weird. Why the That's so weird.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
Okay,
left.
hopefully I didn't delay too much with that. I might have. This is just a rare event that can happen.
Coming to
Okay.
a staircase, Stanley walked
That's
upstairs
like
to
the
his boss's
fucking
office.
trailer music.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
How relaxing. Industrialization. Sewage lilies by Claude Money. Oh.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought
Isn't
to
it
himself.
like under 4
Did he
minutes
have the
and 27
strength to
seconds?
find out?
I think that's the time. Or is it just under 4 minutes?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them,
I don't think you could get it
eternally
in this
monitored in
attempt.
this place where
You know
freedom
what? I think I
meant
am just gonna reset because I got distracted. Let's just go.
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's fucking book it.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Book.
Okay, I think we all know the
Thank
drill by
you.
now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Thank you. That's actually so helpful.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yes, I do. He's probably like, I wonder why Stanley's doing my story properly so many times. I'm very grateful, but also...
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place
You
hold?
finally see
Stanley thought to
how
himself.
wonderful my
Did he
story
have the
is.
strength to find out?
Because Supreme.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Wow.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Where's the door? Oh shit, okay.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided...
Alright. I think that's about as efficient that you could be, at least, without glitching it or running into the
Blackness.
stairwell.
and a rising chill of
Is
uncertainty.
this canon, though?
Was it over?
Well, I mean, I'm not entirely sure.
He
what
had
you
won.
mean by that. I
He
mean,
had defeated the
every
machine.
ending is technically
Unshackled himself
canon.
from
It's an
someone else's
infinite loop in
command.
the Parable.
Freedom was
It's like
mere moments away.
anything can
And yet,
really happen.
even
I
as the
guess. Or
immense
that's
door
not-
slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles
what was
still
I
lay
saying?
unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been
Any
freed from the
ending,
machine's
as long as it's,
grasp?
like, in the
What
game,
other mysteries
can
did this
be,
strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber,
Can be
he
canon.
realized
It is an
none of
infinite
this
loop,
mattered to him.
infinite loop.
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Let me out.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Come on.
Whatever life he lives, it will
Come
be
on.
his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only
Come
thing
on.
worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open
Come on.
door.
Come on. There we go.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation,
Credits ending is my
the
canon
immense
then,
possibility of the new path before him. This
It
was
is kind of
exactly
funny
the
how
way,
this
right
ending
now,
doesn't roll
that
credits.
things were meant to happen.
It's like it's not
And
how it's meant to
Stanley
happen. And I bet.
was happy.
Was that quick enough? Fuck, it wasn't. Hold on. Let me see how long you need to do it. In under 4 minutes and 22 seconds. Damn, how did I not... Okay, fine, we'll fucking... Jeez,
All of his
really?
co-workers were gone.
Maybe I should set
What
a
could
timer.
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
No,
Perhaps
the
he had
fucked up
simply missed a
Stanley
memo.
said. Jeez, how do I...
When Stanley came to a set
Not
of
like I
two
can
open
be
doors,
faster.
he
Or I
entered the
guess
door on
running
his
to the
left.
stairwell might have done it. Man, that's kind of crazy.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, that was quicker.
Here's the door, just go.
Okay. You can reset to a point where the door is already open. Oh. Well, kind of just did that, didn't he? I feel kind of bad. He's like, I don't know what you're doing.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I feel kind of bad.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers.
Oh, yeah.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place.
If I don't get it here, I'm gonna
nothing.
set a timer. To see.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided...
I think that was slightly later in terms of the dialogue.
blackness
Come on.
and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Come on.
Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
Come
But
on.
as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand,
Come on.
but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Come on.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
Let me out. Let me. Come on.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was
Come
happy.
on. Come on. Oh my god. Okay, I'm setting a timer. You save some time, but I don't think it's enough. Oh my god. Okay, I'm setting a timer. Where's my clock? There we go. Okay. Alright, okay, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Oh my god.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Come on. Thank you.
Here's the door, just go.
Come on. I feel like a vast
Stanley
majority
walked
of it
straight
is
ahead
the
through the large
actual
door
like
that
ending
read
where I can't
Mind
do anything
Control
to cut the
Facility.
time.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
It's
Stanley
not even
thought to
including
himself.
loading times,
Did he
too.
have the strength to find out?
Come on.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh god.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
God.
That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He
So
refused
slow.
to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
You might have
happy
to reset
or
until you
sad
get a short
or
office
content.
layout. Maybe.
Walking, eating, working.
I'm just gonna
all
see,
of it
like, what the
monitored and
average
commanded
time
from
it
this very
takes.
place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided...
We're at 3 minutes now.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal
4
had not been
minutes.
to understand, but to let go.
Oh, come on.
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Although I guess that
It was
includes
perhaps
loading times.
the only thing worth knowing.
Come on,
Stanley
come on.
stepped through
Okay,
the
so
open
it's
door.
over, but there's still loading times.
Stanley
did it!
felt
Ha-ha!
the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path
Yes.
before him. This was exactly the way, right now.
I don't
that
even. What did
things
I
were
do
meant
wrong
to
last
happen.
time?
And Stanley was happy.
I don't even know what I did differently. Well, I got that. W. I don't even know what I did differently. Let's get the last figurine, actually.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Timekeeper? Is that you? That's weird. Oh my god. There's the input. There's the 8 achievement. I have no idea how to get that. I remember what the room looks like, but I don't know. What am I doing? Oh, right. Figurine. It's the settings guide. Maybe.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I have no idea how to get the 8 thing. I remember like what the room looks
truly
like.
a room worth
I don't know
admiring.
how to get to
but
it.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible
sorry.
he wasn't 5 years ago.
Excuse me.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you
So I kind of
all
had the
this time.
same. I kind of had
There's someone you've been
an
neglecting,
idea of it.
Stanley. Someone... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Finally.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yes, sir. Okay, wait, what was I gonna do? Okay, let's do the A8 thing. Let me look at the achievement, actually. Okay, it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Let's do the A8 thing. That was a weird cut. Oh, it's gone now. Was that just like a thing that could happen? Whoa!
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on
No!
things. It's
I was
just,
gonna...
it's those figurines, those figlets. I haven't
didn't
stopped
think
thinking
you'd
about
done
them
this.
since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it
would
fill
be.
you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Damn it, I was really hoping you'd wait on this. Ugh, fine. What's this say? Oh. 5th Annual Subcommittee Meeting of Internal Revenue Analysis for Committers of the Royal Revenue Discussions Club. I cannot read that beyond that. Now remembering, when Stanley found the collectibles, you'll need to do the figurines and first. Damn it! I was hoping he'd wait a bit. It's very pretty.
Ah, here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Thank you for stopping, because this is a fire-ass screenshot. I wanted to get this the first stream, but didn't let me. 7 out of 6. Wait. Oh, wait, this is even better. We're back to the screenshots. Oh. Oh.
And here was a second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the warehouse. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6.
Oh,
but you
shut
continue
up.
to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
It wasn't even the right order. It was the other way around. Shut up.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
This was last stream, but based on my own logic, I would have gone under the stairs first. Based on my own logic. It's fine. I'm just joking around.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here, under the stairs.
I know
was the
my own
third
logic.
one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything. Let's see, what came next?
Sorry, I just read something about this room. And it was used in a way.
Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
Whose memory would this be? I hate that fucking meme. That fucking bird that I hate! That fucking bird I hate! Oh, this is a good screenshot. Yes, it is. You're right. Hold on. This is a good ass screenshot. Let's get. There we go. You, my friend, have a taste of art.
This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was behind the boss's office. I remember it so clearly.
Wait, what about the 4th?
In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion.
Wait, what about the 4th one?
Enjoy.
In the bathroom. Oh, it's so low quality. Oh, God. Oh, it's so low quality. Hell yeah. So, behind the boss's office. The best boy, hell yeah!
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything
That's
else.
actually kind of good for 8 minutes. Mini Stan is the best name. I actually kind of like Stanlerines. What does that smell? It smells nice. What's that? What is that noise? Oh, what's this?
And then, Stanley, then we came
So-
to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the
A
red
new
and blue
chapter
doors.
detailing document
This memory is
features
the
has
most
been added to
distinct
your
and clear
rulebook.
in my mind, perhaps because
Check all
it was the
information
one that
thoroughly.
happened more
Deny any
recently than all the
applicant
others.
discredit.
Who can truly say how the mind works?
Glory
All I
to-
know is that this
First
is the
of the
moment
audio
where you picked up a
transcript
figly and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected.
Glory
It
to
was a moment
Artstica.
unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Oh. There was 2 out of 4 with those papers. Have I missed? You weren't in the present.
And then there was no more, because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Wait, no! I was gonna get the screenshot. Glory to what?
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to
Atstrovska?
move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't
Hey!
there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Can I? Thank you. I was trying to get the screenshot. That's off skew. No. Thank you. Okay. My primary school teachers would never be as cool. The narrator is fucking awesome.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
How do I pronounce that name? Glory to Arstotska. 2 out of 4. Damn it, I missed some. That's not like Gambarata or anything. That's the city in Papers, Please. Oh! That's so cool! Even though the Stanley Parable lost to it in multiple nominations. MOA. Wait. Oh, wait. Let me see. A new chapter detailing document features has been added to your rulebook. Check all information thoroughly. Deny any applicant with discrepant documents. Refer to the audio transcript to correlate entrance statements. That's so cool! I don't get it. I'm assuming that's like the tutorial bit in Papers, Please. I need to play that game. That is so cool.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
God. Hell yeah.
Yes, I love that video.
Oh my god, it's a page from the rulebook. That's so cool.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Never noticed that. Now I want to play Papers, Please just so I can get that reference to it the fullest. That's so cool.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Hi, Lenny? I wrote this in first period and left it in your locker on the way to school. It's what all the cool kids are driving, I've decided. Or doing, I've decided. Note me back. Also, here's an idea for something to draw. 2 cats on a motorcycle. Hey, this is a good idea. What all the cool kids are actually doing. hey, this is a cool idea. What all the cool kids are actually doing is sending each other pages on that beepers, but we're cooler than them because guess what? They can't put this on a paper on a. I can't read what that says. There's so many papers. There's so many papers to read. There's so much lore. I can't read all that. What if I go this way? No? Okay.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking tempted. I'm so tempted to fall. Ooh, I'm tempted. What would happen? What if I fucked everything up? Oh, I'm so tempted. Ooh. Oh, but what if it just soft locks me again? I'll look it up. I never tried that, TBH. Oh, it's so tempting. But like, what is that, you know? Oh, I'm so tempted. It's worth a try. Fuck it! Oh. It's a wall. They thought about it. There's invisible walls. Damn, all that suspense.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the Figlarines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
Oh. Damn it! Oh. Oh, this was just...
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally
I
sold on.
still have one
I remember
joke
hating
left.
it back then. But time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories. Oh, yes! The two doors! Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory,
That
this
tile's
one.
a different color and that annoys me. Oh, does it matter? It doesn't.
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Oh.
Yes, I'm remembering something now.
Oh.
I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness.
What?
And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship.
Okay, we're getting lore.
And Stanley really did make for
This
a
is
wonderful
why I wanted to
companion,
wait
even
for so
if he
long to
was a
do this.
fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
That's why I wanted to wait to do that. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I'm gonna check around.
All of his
for
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
them again.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, I think what I need to do is I need to get out of the game so that we can go back to the timeskeeper. Oh, it's here! Okay. It's here. The epilogue. I don't remember much of it. Many years later. It's the skip button ending. You'll be there even if you quit, don't worry about it. Oh. Oh. How did we get wood? Oh. Oh my god. Oh, that's not. Oh! The memory zone. Wait, what's this? The bucket! It's alive! So look at in memory, loving memory, the Stanley Parable 2. Did the game come out? Cookie Nine's blog. Uncompromising gaming target. We need to talk about sequels. Review. The Stanley Parable 2. Posted on April 27th by Cookie 9. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. Where the first game teemed with originality, the Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fan base. Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole? Who cares? Where are the new endings? What about enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting the figurines gives you nothing. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting. A welcome reprieve from... Damn. It will always be oh! The Mammal Times. Cat dog born. Scientists confirm hybrid species. You weren't kidding about that?! Wait, didn't you say something about, like... Wait. Didn't you say something about creating a new species, like, 2 hours ago? Okay, I'm not gonna scroll through all of it. I told you. Oh my god. What did I do? Okay. I accidentally scrolled down on my replay. It's okay. Oh, is it just back up? Yeah, I was serious. Holy shit. I completely forgot about that. I don't actually know if I've ever even seen that. Oh. The Stanley Parable developers. No more spin-offs. No more sequels. By Snip Sweeney, July 9th. When the Stanley Parable launched to massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise, but a disastrous critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions, as outlined in a press release they published today. It's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want, reads the press release. We thought that we had a vision for the series that players would be excited about, yet it turns out this could not have been farther from the truth. The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game and to stop assaulting fans with our reckless and insultive creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. The gym buttons.
Gym.
The gym buttons so weird.
Gym.
I wonder how people liked the gym button, or if it ever came to be a
Gym.
it ever became to be
Gym.
what's it called? Like where it actually said the name. I do wonder.
Gym.
I also wonder why only some of them are working.
Jim. Stanley.
Oh my god.
Stanley.
I love how this makes no fucking sense. It's like the narrator kind of finally saw who Stanley was outside of it, but it's also like that's still just the placeholder character. It's still not us.
Stanley.
I was about to tell you to press all of them all, but there you go. Yeah, I've been known about this. Your wish was granted. Dude, the amount of, like... the amount of, like, work people have done around this. I actually read one, like, today. That's just so wonderful. And all the figurines. Can I still collect them? And this is the infinite hole, kind of. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Oh. Hey, Timeskeeper. It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developers said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise. What nonsense. The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together, we are going to make the Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we do is change the number in the game's title screen. We also need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Go ahead, try combining some random words together to make a new title for our game. The Stanley Parable 3. Let's do a Whisper of Scorpion. I like a Whisper of Scorpion. The Stanley Parable, a Whisper of Scorpion. It's absurd. I love it. Every time you'll restart the game, we advance the number of the sequel by 1, and then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have a say as well. Let's do it. Good, then it's agreed. New sequel every time you start the game. And you know what? Since you put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. You see, I'm noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you the broken achievement, did he? Of course not. No one expected him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. Alright, there! The achievement machine is all fixed. You see? I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're gonna keep this train rolling. The Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself. Forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great. There's only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. It is... What time is it right now? Please adjust the slider and so the computer is barely visible. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. Oh, and it's the blues. Oh. It's like, I woke up in a new Bugatti. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed. What new mysteries lay in store for our bucket-loving heroes today? Let's find out.
Oh, here we are! Return to the Stanley Parable 2. The music for the epilogue. I saw a video talking about the Stanley Parable, and they played that moment, and it genuinely made me cry. Sadly, I did not cry this time. I shouldn't have watched that video, but God, it's so beautiful. I really thought I was gonna cry again, but he hasn't said anything. Why didn't he say anything about me doing this?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
I was looking the wrong way again.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Yeah, what do you think, Bucket?
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much
yet.
catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Okay, can I talk now? Oh yeah, last time you were here, did you open the settings champion door? I never found it. But while I was looking through the VOD, I think I saw it and I was like, how did I miss that? But no, I didn't find it.
Go on, try out some of the new features.
Okay. Where's the map? Because I think I know where it is now. I think. Where's the map? Yeah. Okay, I am here. Nice collectibles. So, I think I missed it. Did I? Wait, oh my god. Where is it there? Is it up there? How do I get up there? Up here, maybe?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one.
Oh my God.
I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is. Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving
the
on.
QR code and the clothing brand as well. Wait, there was a QR code? Oh, it's right here. I don't think I... Oh, I'm a dumbass. Okay, wait, hold on. QR code. How did I miss this? Okay, I was just being dumb last time. Or I guess there isn't really a last time. I'm always being stupid. I'm gonna scan this. If my phone will cooperate. Which sometimes it doesn't. StanleyParable2.com. Oh, wait, my thing's glitchy though. Come on. Welcome to the official site of the Stanley Parable 2. A sequel, huh? Oh my god, there's a... Oh my god, there's a video. Wait. Oh shit, that's loud. Okay, wait. Is it like unlisted? You know, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this so I can remember to do it later. Or I don't know how scanning QR codes on computers work. Okay. I'm gonna watch that later. I already watched it. It's just if you haven't. I don't think I have. Okay. Oh wait, papers. Lore. You are the sequel. Ah, okay. Okay, let's go to the settings stuff and this, and that's such a hidden staircase though. Like, you can't. What's this? I'm so, like... Oh, this is the other side of the... Wait, what? Did I really just miss it? Oh my god. It's a really funny vid, by the way. I don't remember if I've seen it. If I have, it's been a while. Did I need to open it the other time? Oh my god. Let's get the achievement.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
You don't know how to open it? Do I need to move the settings to it? I'll do that in a second. Thanks!
As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait, what in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God. Composure, composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just breathe.
Oh, I feel kind of bad. I feel kind of bad about it. It's like, Narita, you have no idea. I'll explain someday. What's over here? Nothing. Cool. Oh! Oh my god.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen
You have
yet?
to put every single setting on every possible value. Good luck with that. Oh, that's the achievement. Oh, fine. Do I just need to, like... Wait, can I use arrow keys? I can. Okay, this is gonna really mess with my expressions for a while. Do I need to, like, apply, or... This is gonna take a bit. I could be faster about it. Okay, now I'm gonna put it back to what it originally was. It was about there. This is gonna mess with my expressions a bit. Do I need to change to the... Okay. Oh god. Oh god. My brain. Okay. Oh my god. Riveting gameplay. Ew, I hate that. There we go. Joe's favorite. I can have a mouse reticle? That's so cute. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, where am I? Okay. Do 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 do. Stanley. Do 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 do. And step one. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Getting bored now. Oh my god. Why would anyone want the reticle this size? Wow, thrilling gameplay. We're almost done with this one. Almost. Why would it max out? I'm actually curious to see what this looks like. Oh my god, that's awful. And now opacity. I would still take this over the P5 stream, not gonna lie. Well, you're getting a P5 stream. Because we're doing P5 tomorrow. Or at least we're doing, what we call the journal. Alright. Oh my god! It better be registering these this quickly. I don't have to do these ones, right? God damn it. We'll see how long I can last with that. One of the narrators like, Stanley, what are you doing? Narrator, wait, you can actually mute him? I didn't know you could do that. I thought that was...
This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I thought that was just in that one
This is the story of a man
so
named
funny.
Stanley.
That literally just takes away everything
This
in
is
the
the
game.
story of a man named Stanley.
I know. Oh. No. Why can't, I guess if you can, like, if you want him to be quieter, but why can you mute him? That just, like, takes away, like, all the actual content of the game is him talking and his, like, what he has to say. That's so funny. Oh, shit! This is the story of a man named Stanley. I just got the achievement. I thought there was more. Oh, I could have just held it. Oh my god. Are there not any more, like, slidey controllers? Oh. Oh, thank god. Okay. I got the achievement! Oh, thank you. Thanks. Great job! You did it! Yippee!
Aha! I can see you've gotten the Settings World Champion Achievement. Well
Why does it look
done.
like that?
You've experienced every setting, traveled to all corners of the settings menu. There's nothing you
Oh, it's the
haven't
translation
seen.
thing. Hold on. It's the translation thing. I don't need that. No. That was so weird looking.
Just for you, in the Stanley Parable 2, I'm including an entirely new setting, something called bumpscosity. What exactly
Bumpscosity?
is bumpscosity? Well, I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but I just know that you'll be able to adjust it on some sort of slider, and that it'll be available from the settings menu. We'll sort the rest of the details out later. I hope you're looking forward to
You'll
trying
never
out
get set
every
the settings
level of
sliders to every possible
bumpscosity
setting.
in the Stanley Parable 2.
You are the champion of setting all the sliders to all the possible numbers. Please enjoy this room. This is your room. It was made just for you. What the fuck is that? We don't know. We will never find out. Is it here? It is! Bumpscosity. Oh. Those are such strange intervals. What the fuck? I did read a fic once where like every chapter was a level of bumpscosity, and what it was is that it affected the way Stanley like perceives reality. Like not us as a player, because for us it doesn't do anything, but like to him, like Stanley himself, it like affected the way he perceives reality. It was really fun, actually. I want to reread that now. Anyway, we are getting distracted. Yes, we. Do I want to do it again? Abso-fucking-lutely.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole
that a
that you
helicopter?
can fall
Oh.
down forever. That's right. Infinite fall.
So it's just the
You
drug
can
levels
fall
Steve
until
Lee's
the
on?
end of
Kind
time,
of.
if you like.
Well, at
A
least
stunning
in
leap
that
forward
fic.
for
Like,
video
it was,
games as a
that's
medium.
never been confirmed or anything.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've
Like,
gotten
that's
to
never
see
been
the
confirmed or anything.
infinite
That was just an
hole,
idea the
you can
author
press
had,
the
which
teleport
I
button
like a
to pop
lot.
back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
What happens if I do?
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Should I? You know what? Nah, we've gone through that. It's fine. The infinite hole. It's fine. I wonder if it still counts all the collectibles I've gotten in the past. I still have a jump remaining. I'll do the bucket last. Out of order? You've been here already? Oh, damn. So, it's like... the narrator doesn't exactly know. Huh. I guess we're doing the bucket now. I don't think there's anything, Did I go through there? Yes, I did. Oh, what about Jim? Or I guess, you know what? Okay, let's bucket.
Wait, there are 2 buckets here. How did you get a second bucket? Oh no, the warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already so great, so intoxicatingly wonderful. With 2 buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you still hear me? Are you with me? Stanley! Oh, thank God.
was
I
trying
didn't
to
lose you,
read.
Stanley. The power of 2 buckets was too much.
No.
I had to destroy both of them. I know how much the bucket meant to you, but I couldn't take the risk.
I was trying
I
to
hope
read.
one day you can forgive me.
I was trying to read. Board members, please. Congrats, you missed the whole scene. I know what that scene is. It's fine. Could board members please note that you must use the following terms as often as possible? Synergy. No one but us actually knows what this means. It adds to our prestige. Incentivize. This refers to the metaphorical whip, which provides the incentive. Unpack refers to looking for meaning in a big pile of rubbish. Ping. Send a message. Childlike onomatopoeia word, which probably makes us sound cute. Deep dive. Oh. Discuss in depth. Make a tedious meeting. Makes a tedious meeting sound more like an undersea adventure. Good for motivation. Reach out. We do not call. We do not email. We reach out. No one can complain if we are simply reaching out. Like a friend. Like a lover. I've seen that. Like, that's clear enough in my mind. Although, in terms of actual content, that probably wasn't the best idea. It's a good clip, though. Any whizzle. I think I've done everything that I can in terms of, well, I guess I could go to gym, but I'll go to gym.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and... Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really
Does that
simulate
say
the full
Joe
experience
Biden?
of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you
Or is
are,
it
and
skip
simply
button?
become a person named Jim.
I can't read.
I want you to imagine yourself live...
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim. Imagine yourself driving...
Jim.
All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
No, that's not what I meant. I just meant, okay. Wait.
Jim.
See, if you'd only played along, that would have been your name, the button says. But no. Instead, I can't even think about it. I'm taking the Jim button away.
Jim.
See, I know you recognize me for who I am. Any whistle. Is that everything here? I think so.
Maybe I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable 2. They would appreciate what I've created here.
Oh my goodness. Did I do everything again? What does he say about the epilogue? Where is that epilogue? Where's the epilogue? Oh, here we are. What does he say about it?
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Oh, okay. Okay, I think that's it. Where's the exit? Okay. Yeah, I think that's everything. Wait, I can't. Oh. He refuses to say the end of the game, huh? Well, he doesn't really know what it is.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Yep. Yepperoni. That's actually pretty cool.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together,
Dude,
and we'll
seeing how it
see
actually
whether or
turns
not
out is
it
just making me
coheres into a
sad.
meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, it gave me
Well,
my jumps,
I mean, there's
back.
potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating
Oh my god, the
gags, but
jump
they don't
circle
add
being
up to
around the
anything.
infinite hole? How does that work?
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply,
That's an
well,
interesting angle.
insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect.
I don't
With
think I was
care
supposed
for
to
the
look at it
vision
like
and
that.
integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction,
Wait, what's
"This
gonna happen here?"
is the Stanley
Because
Parable
me and
2.
the Timeskeeper were messing
Let me
with
see
it.
if I can whip something up.
What's gonna happen?
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
What happens? Ah, it's back to this. It's just like, wait, this isn't what the fuck? Let's do 0 bumpscosity.
This is the story.
Let's do 0 bumpscosity.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No bumpscosity. Nothing to say? What if I... 1. Oh, wait, the door's open again? Okay, I guess we can...
Now this, Stanley thought to himself, this is a bucket. And indeed it was.
I guess I can make up for missing the... Yeah, the Knight has no control over Monica expressions. I guess I can show off that scene properly instead of trying to read.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even
Look in the wrong
further.
direction again.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Okay. I'll make up for trying
Yes,
to
you see,
read
isn't this
something
far
else.
superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover
we need to
with a
do the
fully
8 thing.
fledged sequel. An entirely
I think I
new
need to just do
experience,
the rest
built
of the
from the ground up.
achievements.
Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Okay, let me actually do this properly. Oh, wait. Yeah. Let's try this again. I'll look at it this time.
Wait, there are 2 buckets here. How did you get a second bucket? Oh no, the warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already so great, so intoxicatingly wonderful. With 2 buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you still hear me? Are you with me? Stanley!
Oh, I
thank
didn't
God.
see the
I didn't
fucking
lose you.
handle.
Stanley, the power of 2 buckets was too much. I had to destroy both of them. I know how much the bucket meant to you, but I couldn't
It's
take
got
the risk.
blood on it.
I hope one day you can forgive me.
Oh my god. Oh, flashbang warning. Sorry about that. Ah, you had just come in. My bad. I should have warned Joe. Okay. I'm gonna see what happens if I try getting the achievement again. Let's see what happens if I try this again.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
What happens?
As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait. What in the
Okay.
holy hell is going on? You got the achievement?
What ones have I not gotten?
Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched?
There's
Oh,
only
God.
one more achievement I could get at the moment.
Composure? Composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just breathe.
You'll be fine. Okay, there's only one more achievement that we can do right now.
All
Oh,
of his
it's the
co-workers were
thing
gone.
again.
What could it mean?
What could it
Stanley
mean?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so I guess that's just permanently open now. Interesting.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
There's only one more achievement that I can get, and...
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a
Would
wave
that be
of
the end of the
disbelief,
stream
Stanley
today?
decided to go up to his boss's office.
Because, I mean,
Coming
there's
to
not-
a staircase,
there's not much
Stanley
else we can
walked
do.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh no! Wait, let me put the code in.
Here's the door, just go.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Where's 8? Wait, I can't. Can I turn up the brightness? Oh, I need to mess with the viscosity as well. There's an achievement of playing the game for the entire Tuesday as well. Yeah, it is currently not Tuesday. Okay, which one would be 8? This one? No. Where's... Okay. Okay, I think this is 8.
Eight.
Oh! Well, it was only twice. I got the achievement, but I know there's something else. Maybe it's when I reset? Oh, he didn't say anything. Or was he meant to say something? Oh, he's not even saying anything!
Stanley
There you
walked
go.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, I think I am gonna reset.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What if I... Okay, no, that doesn't work. I was trying to press A on my keyboard. Not sure where you find the room, though.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
What
entered the door on
happened
his
to
left.
me? Oh, because it's still routed to my... Okay. That was weird.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
became
knew it
like
perfectly
Hero
well.
Brian for a second.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I don't know where the room is. Isn't there like a room to... It's like 8 or something.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired
You
years
had no
ago.
eyes for a sec. That's because with the, like, with the site that I, like, use for, what's it called? That I use for my model, it's default routed to the numbers on my keyboard, so it can, like, if I press numbers, it's still linked to, like, random stuff.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Maybe I, Oh, is this the short room? I don't think I've seen this game. Damn, that is really short. Would have been helpful for the speed run. Maybe I have to leave the game and come back? Man, this would have been really helpful. Maybe I need to leave. Or, why isn't he saying anything about the bumpscosity? I work so hard. Fine, 1,000. Give me that bumpscosity.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days?
Yeah.
Centuries?
I was able to get the
Did
achievement
something
without
crucial
that room,
happen
though.
while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time
For the
from
love
now
of God,
on.
please unplug blank. Why isn't he saying anything about bumpscosity? I work so hard to get it. He's supposed to say stuff about it. Why isn't it happening? Fine, I'll leave. Oh, hello, bug lady. Hello. We're doing this again. It's random. God damn it. Why do you expect him to say something? Because I know he does! Oh, right. Hold on, let me get... There I am. Okay. Lord of the cheese. Wonderful. Oh god! I look like I'm in the shower. Oh my god. A 1,000 bumpscosity. Give me the bumpscosity. That's such a creative name. Give me that bumpscosity.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That's Silent Hill? Oh my god, it is? That's so funny. What? Oh my god. Still no 8 room either. Bruh. Is the rest of this just gonna be random shit? Fine, I'll turn it down. Perfectly average. I was just joking around.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That's so funny. Looked like it was in the shower. Okay. Let me see. Let me look at the achievements. 1 second. 8. The only, two... How do people... Oh. The only 2 achievements I don't have is play it for the entire duration of a Tuesday and don't play for 10 years. I know I can just change the time on my calendar, but I don't want to do that. It's been, what, 3 hours? 3:20? I mean, if the rest of, like, what I could possibly get with the bumpscosity and the 8 room is random. Or what if I try pushing 8 again? Let's try that. It's not that funny when you get a Vista, trust me. Let's see if I try doing it with
the bucket. Yes,
bucket.
yes. I love that bucket.
Hell yeah. Let's try doing the 8 thing with the bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I feel like I'm playing Sucker for Love again, trying to get all the different endings.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
It's the 8 room you have to restart till you get to Stanley Parable 8. That makes sense. Here we go again. At least we can get silly things. You know what? Since we're going to be opening and closing and reopening the game for a bit, just because I don't want to keep reopening Vesta. Actually, first. Boom, boom. Do. blah, blah, blah. Okay, give me that. And then... we're bringing him back. Stanley's big bomb. Is this the back rooms? Oh god, there's 2 of them! Oh god. There's more. He's making his return again. There's 2 of them now. No, that's not him. Wait, I meant to get the whole thing. Oh. Okay, hold. Let me bring him back. Oh my god. Oh my god. I did not expect that at all. Okay. It's okay. It's either me or the cheese. Okay, what's this one now? Wait! Wait, what? I thought this was fan art! You couldn't get a better coincidence even if you tried. I thought someone had stolen this art! What? I'm blocking it! I saw a thumbnail of a video with this art, and I had seen this art on Tumblr, so I thought that person that with the thumbnail had stolen it. This is actual art? Oh my god! I love this piece! I didn't know this was official art. Also, hi, Mariella. I keep having I keep having to bring fucked up Stanley back. Enough. Okay. Now we're on 8, I think. Oh, we're on 7. God damn it. Dr. Circles. Right, what's this one? Oh, the Bingbee! With the skip button ending. That's crazy. Dr. Circles. Okay, last one. I know this is probably getting really annoying. Okay. The Stanley Parable 8. A game of choice. Holy shit! That's literally the... Notice, this office is under 24-hour surveillance. Annoying, this is the best part so far. Oh, the fern! The fern's back. Am I blocking it again? I am. Son of a bitch. Or rather, fucked up Stanley is. Okay, here we go. A game of choice. It's literally the game of choice. That's awesome. Also, this fire is so low quality. Okay. Now We should be good. Here we are. Jesus. Okay, let me get Vesta back up. There we go. Finally. The 8.
Hold on. What's this?
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
The Stanley Parable 8? No, this doesn't look right at all. The Stanley Parable takes place in an office building. There are doors and
8.
branching paths. This is just a button that says 8. Where did the Stanley Parable go?
8.
8.
8. 8. 8.
I am immensely satisfied.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
8.
Is that it? Why are there controllers back here?
8. 8. 8.
Is that it?
8. 8. 8. 8. 8.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm looking around and I really can't find the game anywhere. No boss's office or mind control facility or any of that. Literally just this 8 button. And what's worse is that you seem to be having a better time with this nonsense game than with the story I wrote for you. I'm actually a little insulted.
No, that's not me. No. This is not me. That's probably Stanley because he likes fucking with you. Not me. No, I do not
8.
prefer this over your game. I swear.
8. 8. 8. 8. 8.
Although
8.
I am gonna keep pressing.
8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8.
This game has a
Well,
really
I
good
don't know
obsession
what
with the
happened to
number
the
8.
Stanley Parable or what the 8 button is, but apparently you're having a riveting time with it. And frankly, I don't even want to pander to someone who finds this enjoyable. So with that, I guess just go ahead and enjoy the Stanley Parable 8.
8. 8. 8. 8.
Will this
8.
reset me or
8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8.
I wonder if you can
8.
hear my mouse.
8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8. 8.
You got nothing more to say?
8. 8. 8. 8. 8.
What happens if
8.
I reset?
8.
Oh no!
Hold on. What's this?
Oh my god! That's actually crazy. Okay, I still want to mess with the bumpscosity. Okay. Okay, let me do one more time. And see if I can get the bumpscosity dialogue. I'm not pulling up Vesta as quickly, by the way, because a few hours ago, a game of the final thank you. Ooh. Because earlier in the stream. Oh, this is nice actually. Earlier in the stream, whenever I tried doing so, I broke my mouse. Hey, baby. No, I'm not doing it. No matter how much you want me to, I'm not doing it. Okay. Bumpscosity.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm gonna keep fucking with me. Come on. Why aren't you doing it? Wonder how many starter screens there is. Huh, I think they do loop at some point. I just don't remember at what. Come on. I know he has dialogue for this. I know he does. Is that Flappy Bird? No, it's Solitaire. Come on. Oh, what's that doing? I know he has dialogue for it. I know he does.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, okay. I think we're done for today. Yeah, I think we're done for today. The only 2 achievements left is to play for an entire Tuesday and to not play the game for 10 years. So we'd have to wait until 2036. But, yeah, that'll be all for today. This should be the last Stanley Parable stream for 10 years, unless I, like, find some things that I'm like, oh wait, I have to get that myself, and I randomly come back to it. But I don't think there's really anything else for us to do other than like chance things and long-term achievements. Tomorrow will be Hollow Knight. Oh, and I do have I guess I could pull that up now in case we missed it. I do have a schedule for this week because I am on my spring break. So I've got a whole week off. Although I technically don't because I have things outside of that, which is really fucking annoying. So I do have a schedule. I think this is it. Do you have a schedule for this week? So we did Hollow Knight, or not Hollow Knight, Stanley Parable today. Tomorrow will be Hollow Knight. And we won't have anything on Monday, because I've got stuff to do. Tuesday will be Peak with Cora. Nothing on Wednesday. Thursday will be Phasmophobia with Cora. Nothing on Friday. On Saturday, we're playing Sucker for Love, Date to Die For, which is the sequel to Sucker for Love. And then Sunday, have you got the secret endings? I don't know which ones are considered secret. On Sunday, I'm going to experiment. I'm going to do a stream where I'm going to be editing like shorts and stuff. I think I'm mainly going to do like, because I want to make condensed videos, like compilations of these streams. So, that's what this stream is going to be. On Sunday, me making those. So that's what's going to be for the next week or so. And, I think that's about all I need to talk about, I think. Disco ending, escape pod, whiteboard. I've gotten escape pod and whiteboard. I don't know about the disco one. I think I'll just look those up later. I mean, I have been watching other playthroughs and such. There's also this one. Yeah, that'll be all for today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.